Welcome back to ESBR Boxing's YouTube channel. Delighted, as always, to be joined by Thomas Cathy. We are in final prediction mode ahead of the big fight taking place in Philadelphia tonight between Jaron Ennis and Karen Chukhadzhian. As always, apologies if I've not said that correctly, Thomas. I don't blame you for laughing at me. Thomas, we've seen since in this fight about a year and a half ago between these two guys, a very dominant victory for Jaron Ennis. So I'd be surprised if you're picking him to lose this time, but I'll give the mic to you now. What's your final prediction for this one?
Yeah, as you just said, I am definitely not picking Jaron Ennis to lose. In fact, I think he should. It would be within his best interest, considering that this is a rematch of a fight that wasn't really competitive, and I mean was just at the beginning of last year. It would be within his best interest to get Chukhadzhian out of there sometime, before the final bell, and I think that he will do it. I know not too much time has passed, but I think there is a confidence that comes with becoming a world champion and a title holder, and I think it just makes you a little bit more better and confident in your abilities. And I think that that little difference is going to be what gets Jaron Ennis the stoppage this time. So yeah, I picked Jaron Ennis to win. I'm gonna say by KO TKO in round nine.
Yeah, no, great, a very, very precise prediction there, Thomas. Yeah, I would like to think Ennis would push for the stoppage here. He's clearly levels above Chukhadzhian, and I just think, yeah, look, it's hard to get excited for this one because you question how competitive it's going to be. Ennis, very high KO percentage, probably one of the highest KO percentages out of any world champion in the sport. Looked very good against David Avanesian last time out. Looks a lot bigger than him. So yeah, we'll see. It'll be interesting to see the size difference on the night in this one as well. Of course, yeah, I'm gonna join you as well, and I'll join you with the method of victory as well. I do fancy him to win this fight by stoppage. I'm gonna go a bit earlier than you. I'm gonna go for round six. So similar to last time out for Jaron Ennis. A stoppage victory, which would take him to 33 and 0. But we will see. Look, he um mustn't overlook this guy. I think he's still fighting a good fighter, but he is fighting somebody who he is levels above. Thomas, what I feel like Ennis is now he's at in an exciting part of his career now. He's kind of main eventing for the second time in a row. It's a big card in Philadelphia. A lot of eyes are going to be on him. Um, what do you think 2025 looks for him? There's a variety of different things that could happen. There's this Terence Crawford fight. We don't know if we'll see that. We're ever going to see that, but I'll put that to you as an option. There's whether he stays at 147 and moves up to 154. Whether he tries to unify at 147 with already having a world title. What do you think what do you think he's going to do?
Well, I'm sure you've heard rumblings of a potential doubleheader in Saudi featuring featuring Jaron Ennis and Bam Rodriguez, and uh, Jaron Ennis would be taking on Virgil Ortiz. So I don't know like how likely that is, but I think, considering what you just mentioned, like as far as where Boots is at in his career, he's kind of at a bit of after winning yeah, he won the title, but he's at a bit of a lull in terms of, you know, people getting excited to see him in the ring again, and he's not really been in the ring with the best of competition. So yeah, I think it's time to get him in there with someone like Virgil Ortiz. I don't think these guys are gonna, You know, they're not. I don't think there's any more time to waste. Like you got to get these guys to fight each other in order to them make their names bigger. I don't think their names are going to get bigger, fighting guys like Karen Chukhadzhian, you know. So yeah, I think they got to make these big fights happen, just bite the bullet. And I think they will. I think really like there's no other like where else is Boots gonna go? I don't think people are gonna want to see another fight like this, assuming he wins. So yeah, I feel pretty confident that that doubleheader, or at least Boots facing Ortiz at 154 will happen.
Yeah, yeah. Look, I think Ennis has been around. I think Ennis. I don't. He's got a padded record. If we're to put it bluntly, I think Ennis is a fantastic talent, but he has a padded record. 27 years old now, and you want to see him in just that big fight where kind of the eyes of the world are watching in 2025, and I think that could be against Virgil Ortiz. Look, I'm not going to ask you to pick a winner for that fight because it would be mean to do so, but two massive punches. A massive introduction to the 154 division for John Ennis if that fight can happen. So I think so. Where's your head at with the Terence Crawford fight, Thomas? Crawford last fought in August against Madrimov in a difficult fight that he did win. No, don't know about you. Not really heard much about what he's going to do next, but do you think all being well tonight, Ennis could call out Crawford? Crawford's name will be discussed. Where's your head at with that?
Yeah, that's a good question. I feel like, with those rumblings about that Saudi doubleheader, and just recent events with Crawford moving up, I think people have kind of like forgot about that matchup a little bit. But I think it's only a matter of time before Boots moves up himself. And yeah, I mean, I still think that's a great matchup. And um, I don't like perhaps it's more lucrative. I mean, yeah, it is more lucrative for him because, Terrence Crawford is arguably the number one pound for pound, and he has a title. You know, Berger Ortiz doesn't have a title yet at 154. So yeah, it would probably be better for him to go for that Terrence Crawford fight and call him out. But I think really, like at the end of the day, the best option would be for him to just leave 147 behind. Or if he's not going to unify, just leave it behind.
Yeah, yeah. I like what you're saying. To be honest, I think there's another factor here. I question how much longer we'll get the best out of John Ennis at 147. Um, Also, what is the biggest fight for him at 147? I don't see Terence Crawford coming back down to 147 to fight him. There's of course a potential fight against Mario Barrios next year, but I just think there isn't, in my opinion, there isn't that big fight that you could see at 154, whether it's against Terence Crawford, Virgil Ortiz, Sebastian Fundora, Errol Spence. There are just kind of much bigger names at 154. All right, I think we're in agreement. You're going round nine, I'm going round six. Who knows? Maybe the fight will go the distance again. But yeah, fully expecting John Ennis to stay undefeated tonight, and we will see what happens with him in 2025. Thomas, good to be joined by you as always. Thank you for your prediction. Thank you for your time, and I'll speak to you again very, very soon.